Yes, politics was not designed to help the youth. It is designed to use the youth, because our youth today, uh, they like lokman ni wapoke marom
50-50.
50-50 acham choro mia kong mamegani. So real politics should not just be transactional but transformative. But if it's transactional, can you have a good negotiation skill? That's why in the Western world, America, they have what we call lobby groups.
What's good, my beautiful people? You're most welcome to Asli Day podcast with me, Dale. Today, we are back again with my brother, Mr. OCHORA Ken. There's no need for me to give him this chance to introduce himself. We are always here on a weekly basis. Itinini.
Atimobile matter.
Yes.
For the trial.
Yeah, your face is always here. You're the face of this channel on each and every week. Let me hope ni chargar what ni ocha kwe ni onwal par what.
Oh yes, happy 60th birthday, Ladit Ronachana.
Yeah.
Yes, Paberutier Ichwin.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm watching happy birthday, Karibeti, till late, for me and Kenneth, we always discuss politics when it comes to this topic. It's a series that you need to follow. It's always here on this channel. The importance and let me say the demerits and the merits of politics to the youth and the masses within northern Uganda. Yes, Mr. Ken. Someone might ask him or us out there, or in your own opinion, how do you define politics?
Yes, politics, political science, policies. Yeah, so basically, this is a type of governance or leadership that originated from Greece, by the Greeks. Yes, but many people misconstrue or misunderstand politics. They do not know that there's a difference between politics and leadership. Yeah, so the two are close. There's a thin line between the two. Yeah, so I would like to, give you an example. The difference between politics and leadership. Politics is it's a virtue that is learned, taught in school. In Uganda, it was scrapped off from our syllabus because it was misleading society. Whereas leadership isn't born. Actually, wajane lutela, onyola tela, kinywala, dana moga, meno kita no mero betkere. But politics, kifonya, it is a style of leadership which has taken over the world. Yeah, so that's what I can say. But politics is often a bad thing. It's not a good thing. Leadership, on the other hand, is the three I's: inspiration, influence, impact.
I have heard you talking about the difference between politics and leadership, whereby I know you're one of them. You're a politician. I don't know if you're a leader. I don't know.
I'm a leader, not a politician.
Yeah?
I'm not a politician. But many people adduce that title to me, attribute.
But some years back, you contested.
Yeah, I contested for politics, but to espouse or pursue my leadership career.
Yeah. You're two in one.
Two in one.
Politicians and then
leader.
Yeah. So I think most of the politicians take that title, both of them. If they're politician, they take as if they're leaders.
They're leaders.
How comes?
Yeah, the difference also is that politics is often transactional, and leadership is transformational. It's just that anyone can play football, but not everybody is a footballer. Anybody can sing, but not everybody is a singer. Yeah, so if you are a politician, you've been elected, you've been given 5 years tenure, and there's no transformation, then you're a politician. A politician needs a lot of terms. A leader only needs one term to make an impact. Look at Nelson Mandela. He was in prison for over, 30 years, 20-something years. But his name still resides in the Hall of Fame of Africa. He was a leader. So politics, elective politics, has contaminated leadership. democracy is something that has really messed up Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard you talking about longevity
Yeah.
in power.
Yes.
So what about the politicians that take so long on the power? Some of them claims that the leaders are they not leaders, or they're just pursuing their political benefits.
You don't need to take forever in power. Even the best dancer leaves the stage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that conclusion. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, whoever's watching us outside there, this is Asradil and Mr. Ken OCHORA on political studies to the masses within Uganda and then the entire northern Uganda also. Yeah, when it comes to the implication of politics to the youth, what are the impacts of politics to the youth?
Repeat the question. What is the impact?
The impact.
Yeah.
More especially, let me talk about within northern Uganda here, because it's where we are situated. As per now, let's start tackling what are the implication of politics to
the youth
of northern Uganda. I'm going to talk about northern Uganda. Why? Because I'm very sorry to say this, Mr. Ken. A lot of youth within northern Uganda here misunderstand politics. I think maybe with your own point of view or explanation, it will open my mind also, the mind of the viewers who are watching us outside there.
Yes.
You're most welcome, sir.
Yes, they say that politics is a dirty game, and politics is also politics. It's tricks and intrigue. Yes, politics was not designed to help the youth. It is designed to use the youth like a ladder, like a toilet paper. Unfortunately, it was not meant to benefit the youth, but it's to make the youth a tool. So politics is impacting the youth in a negative way because our youth do not understand politics. They need to be taught, you see. And our youth today cannot ask the question that the youth in northern Uganda cannot ask this question. How are the youth in Kampala, eastern Uganda, central, southern Uganda handling politics? Because positive politics should equal transformation, should equal impact, but not short-sightedness. Because our youth today, they like lokmane ni wapoke marom
50-50.
50-50 acham choro mi akong mameganio but ngat mamini goli ki ngat mamini wi rej onyo rej kaki mi dong tiane mone cha weng ben long bel ko la tela onyo la chung 5 years is a very long period of time. It's half a decade.
Yeah.
So real politics should not just be transactional but transformative. But if it's transactional, can you have a good negotiation skill? That's why in the Western world, America, they have what we call lobby groups, blocks, whereby when a politician comes on the stage or on the scene, you negotiate that this is what we want. You don't simply say, politics in northern Uganda has created a dependency syndrome on the youth. You don't say as a musician, okay, where will be way we show where me wa ali me a dem me a beach. You the kid were disrupting rally pa Bobby Wine. Chako jenini an pekira maka yung chako yeto dano.
Like the scenario that happened.
Then after some time, I know the people who used me. In 3 days, you're losing the bargain. So the youth in northern Uganda have lost the stake. They are no longer relevant stakeholders. You see, they are just tools. But proper politics should bring the youth on the table, on the negotiation table. Because Abiero, at the age of 27, he was a youth, but he was a minister. MAO came to the scene at the age of 24 or 5. Guild president at the age of 23. MP probably at the age of 20, 29 there, 30. Odongoto, 27. Reagan Okumo, late 20s. Those youth of those days were organized.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who should we blame for that? Because if you are to see,
Myself, I came into the scene
if
31. I was the youngest contestant,
if you are to see
2021.
back in the days, there was what they call political studies.
Yes.
But right now, in each and every institute or learning center,
Mm.
there was political studies. But if you are to see the vocabularies right now,
Mm.
the it's changed.
It's changed.
The transition has really taken the people's character when it comes to politics. I'm not a
Mm.
politician,
Mm.
honestly.
Mm.
Maybe in future
Mm.
I'll take my time to
Mm.
study
Mm.
politics. But if you are to see the reference that you really made
Mm.
about Honorable NORBERT MAO,
Mm.
Lartuno, Mr.
Mm.
Lartuno,
Mm.
and you yourself, I know you studied political study,
I
right?
didn't. At
You
the
didn't.
time I went to Makera, it was cropped off already. Then on
Okay.
Pepe.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I think if they are to introduce that political study back to the vocabulary, do you think that it will bring some impact to the life of the youth in the political perspective?
Yes, because politics in its nature was designed to create victims, to create a susceptible society, weak people. Because if people are strong, it's hard to govern them.
Yeah.
Leaders are readers. So if they want to govern you politically, keep you in ignorance so that they can brainwash you to a dependency syndrome where your work is simply is to beg. So one of the things that the youth need to do is that they should use their mouth not to eat, but to be a voice, to negotiate, to champion a cause, to champion their demands in a positive political, social, economic way. Yeah, so political science will not come back, but young people need to understand the difference between politics and leadership so that their lives after 5 years will change. If you just examine what's happening in northern Uganda, the youth in northern Uganda, would you say their life is changing? Their life is not changing. 20 years from now, I can guarantee you that their lives will not change if they don't change their perspective on politics. Because politics is a game. A game is for winning. A game is for match fixing. This game is a mind game. So if they can play with your mind, imagine we have just finished election some few months ago. Look at how quiet Kulo City is. What's happening? After shouting, the excitement. Politics doesn't need excitement, doesn't need emotions, needs
People are just facing the repercussion.
the repercussion.
Yeah. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much, whoever is watching this podcast, for following up our episode, Mr. Ken and Dale. Yeah, I will take you back a little bit. You
Mm,
talked about a transactional system whereby
mm,
you describe it as a chamchoro. Yeah,
mm,
put yourself in that shoes,
mm,
assuming it was you
mm.
or you are the youth of northern Uganda.
Yes,
What would you do with the lack of job that we are facing,
yes.
unemployment?
Unemployment.
What would you do, Mr. Ken?
We need to see vibrant youth emerging from northern Uganda, youth that are intellectual, youth that are logical, youth that can organize themselves, they can come into groups, we need to have debates taking place. Debates, we see them in secondary schools, but the youth outside school are not debating. There's no forum where youth can express themselves in a civilized way. So if I were a youth, I would probably go back to the drawing board and package
Mhm.
myself to be seen as responsible, not as a go on your ngadma quote ngayeneo on your ngadma desperate ngadma way. Because every youth thinks that life should be on the path of singing. There are 7 spheres of influence. We need youth in the business space, the economics, in the media like you, responsible. The
Yeah.
word responsible is derived from the word response, the ability to respond. So youth should be responsible, should be vocal, should be organized, should be in groups, should come on should show their relevance. What are you doing that shows that you're relevant to the government, to the politician? Because if the politician makes you irrelevant, they should only wait for another 5 years for him to give you 20,000. Then it will take how it will take maybe 2 decades for you to get to your feet. And most youth are going to get old chasing politicians because they cannot package themselves. As a youth of northern Uganda, how are we perceived? Can we sit on those national forums and tables and speak? What's the perception that people have towards us as the youth of northern Uganda?
Yeah.
Are we known as drunkards? Are we known as poor people? Without money, without education, without being communication skills. Many youth these days cannot even speak good English. And yet those days, Acholis were known to be the best
English speakers.
English speakers. Even up to now, they still respect us. So young people are not even willing to learn English
Exactly.
to start with.
Yeah. Yeah. This program will always be here every week with Mr. Ken on different topic, but to transform youth within the region. Yeah, Asladeo is a very big platform for each and everyone. For if you want to express your feeling in an educational way, you're most welcome. This channel was created to connect the youth of Northern Uganda, since we don't have the national television or other things, but it wasn't created to harass anyone's life. You're most welcome to join us. Yes, before we have come to our conclusion, I will bring back Mr. Ken to make his conclusion for today. You're most welcome.
Thank you. Yeah, so Achulu wajani atumpa ruot emago emedo kimeki. Mala kwang ka waj keleo. Dok bo mabe mero kelie yotigo. Yeah, so young people should have a fallback position. Neno buwa matika in Forest Hill. These trees, individual tree rootings make up the Forest Hill. So as a young person, can you be rooted in your own capacity? Can you build your own individual capacity so that when you come on the negotiation table, you can be seen as relevant? When you come as a group, your voice can be projected. You don't bring your mouth only to eat or to fight for breadcrumbs, but to voice or to advocate for your demands or position. So young people, pay the politics. Because politics, down pe chamo politics. Politics, bino ki chele do karo en.
Yeah.
La di lobo waini, ibini rally na, idoge channi. Don lobo, pat ke lonyo. Ka ini pe ke lonyo ni, kodo dugo en. Oro karo, matafale goyo. Kot tiga dugo, yen ka ini pe renge mwaka pa. Diyata moni ka e bago. Guana moni ka e chomo. Economic capacity. Lastly, there's what we call EQ.
No.
There's IQ, intellectual quotient. There's also FQ, financial quotient or intelligence, emotional intelligence, moral intelligence, MQ. So Bulu must build their capacity because we can mean power. Ichimba.
Yeah.
Okay, luanya pera marai. Okay, nyuru kero ni. So ke poro Bulu may karmachon ke Bulu makom kar.
Yeah.
Bulu ma Kampala ke Bulu ma Gulu. Bulu ma Rua, Bulu ma Lera ke Bulu ma Choli. Ket ge kilo. Nyamo mera ge ena matokon. You China no ke moko lock up shops on weng. Kafunda weng dong pere. Bini Forest Hill me will so that live deck.
Yeah, that is it. Let's be creative when it comes to self-transformation and the community transformation. It starts with you. What are you doing? And what is your contribution?
Lastly,
Yeah.
every youth, especially the youth in northern Uganda, they have a mandate. They have a mandate that they can either betray or fulfill. A mandate that they ought to fulfill or betray. So Bulu Mekomkane, what is Anya going Kilabachole? Katala Wooting in your generation. Ngo mamera ini team no one mero team. But nyingmu pel you should make an indelible mark. Tigina chel money mamera ini team ikaro meti bulu nyi porwen. Jema beje ba. You know what you started a very powerful social digital movement. That's your legacy. in your youth.
Yeah.
Yes, for me in my youth, I also contested. I did many other things. I did ministry. I inspired so many young people to join politics. But we are still on a journey to leave a mark in Acholi, in northern Uganda, in Africa. Technology, innovations, uh, championing, debating, putting motions, you know, making a mark in the digital era. So that when there was a court pabitek.
Yeah.
For a debate in South Africa. Where are you from? He said, I'm from Uganda. How is Okot Pabitek? Okot Pabitek died some 30 years ago.
30 years
But
ago.
his name is still in the hallmarks
The
of
legacy.
legacy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much if you're following this podcast or the series. Um, don't forget to subscribe. We are in the journey of making 10,000 followers on our platform. Please, this program will always be there with Mr. Ken and Dale on this Asila Dale podcast, always in Forest Hill. If you're looking for a very nice place, we got you covered. Thank you. May the Almighty bless you. Thank you.
Thank you for the time.
Yeah.
For